Can you hear me? Ah, there you go. Yeah, so I guess I was told to clean up the studio, so it's a little bit of a mess. So just cleaning up, not doing much of anything. Figured I'd be lazy and just be here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So you guys can watch me clean. There you go. Okay. Where do I start? Look at this mess. Hold on. Look at this mess. I'm a disaster. Jesus. Totally random. Just playing around. Say hi to Pep. Hey, Pep. Say hi. All right. Screw you too. More stuff going. Wee wee pad. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have seen that. And yeah, probably got to clean this place. Yeah, everybody wants to see Pep. See? Say hi, Pep. Hey, watch. See if you growl at me. No growl? Oh, okay. All right. All right, well. So what's going on, peoples? Just hanging out, cleaning up the mess. No, there you go. Yeah, that that's what I do, right? That's I do random, you know. Not doing anything astronomy, not doing anything really. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these rings. Everybody want some rings? I think they're 155 millimeter. They're for my CF 127, but they're expensive rings. They're expensive. I'm not selling the dovetail. I want the dovetail, but rings will go. Okay. Oops. Also got these two. More stuff from the Closet of Death. Uh, I bought these for the Eclipse in 2017, and they've been in the box ever since. So, yeah. I know I got another one coming up. Probably should save them to 2024, but I don't know. They're on white light anyway, so it's boring. Dude, it's like you ever see the Evil Dead movie, the second one, when they run through the house and the house is like the size of this room. However, they run through the house for like ever. That's the Closet of Death here. That's what it is. So there's so much crap. Oh my god. Sorry, Pat. Gotta move here. There we go. Oh shoot. There we go. See, this is too heavy. I got my dovetail case here. It's just they're too heavy and I got too many dovetails. So I don't know. I got too much crap. I don't even know if this stuff will fit in here. That one will. The 350 won't fit. That won't fit. Maybe across the top will work. There you go. That'll work. Man, it makes it heavy. Hey, oh. So how's it going, peoples? Looks like I forgot to. Sorry, Pete. This is like the cover for the Asado that I sold to you. So I guess you don't need it because it's on your scope now. So I'll just throw that out. Oh, funny story. This is fine cardstock. Now I bought this on a rush from Amazon, and yeah, so somehow, some way, my beach permit either got thrown out, misplaced, destroyed. I don't know. So I was gonna scan it and copy it, um, and spent like literally like $30, and I only needed one sheet of this, but I haven't done it yet. Probably get arrested if I do it. Falsifying state documents or something. Probably shouldn't go there. I don't even know where to start cleaning. This is such a mess. This is a dew strap, Prima Luce dew strap, Prima Luce sensor. All right, I'm gonna put that over there for now. Use all the one. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's get all the shit out of here. Put all this on the desk. Nuts, anybody? Please, nuts? No. my ASI Air. And I just got this the other day, and this is a Gerd Newman tilt adjuster that I bought for $195 for a scope I don't have anymore. So to the closet of death it goes. Eyepieces. Anybody want to buy eyepieces? I already sold the 41, so I still got eyepieces for sale. My wife's in the shower. She's like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm not talking to anybody. Digital caliper, more spacers. All right, so now I can make some room here, so I could work. I got 6 people watching me clean. That's pretty cool. Feel free to ask questions, chill out, whatever. We're just visual is for, you know what visual is for? I'll tell you what visual is for. Visuals is for the astrophotographers, right? When you're at a dark sky site, if you're good at astrophotography, or even if you're semi decent in astrophotography, if you're at a dark sky site, you have completely nothing to do except look at your damn computer screen for hours on end. What do? Well, you do visual. So you bring a 12-inch dial like I do, and you do visual, and you just pan around the sky and look at some cool stuff. So, it's just something to do while you're doing what you really like to do. Visual can be a real pain in the ass, I'll tell you. I did it for many, many years, and it was fun. I had my 18-inch Obsession, which is great, but I can't use it from around because around just sucks. It's horrible. Has anybody seen my music video? Did you see my music video? If you haven't seen it, all you Patreons out there could get access to it. You could drink beer. You definitely can drink beer during, don't drink beer during visual, but with when you do astrophotography, you can definitely do that as long as you're leaving your kit set up. You don't want to be half in the bag and try to take that stuff apart. $10,000 telescope or smash into the ground. I'm gonna move my little studio thing over here. I got so much crap. Oh my God. My wife's right. I'm a freaking hoarder. I hope nothing falls on Pep. That'd be a shame. Oh, look. There we go. What do I do with these? Oh my God. There we go. The giveaways that are coming up. I gotta put these somewhere. I'll put them in the closet of death, but not to die. Not to die. So don't worry. What's the thread? I'm not getting rid of it, Mark. I'm not getting rid of it. I gotta use it somewhere. This, if I remember right, it's the M48 tilt adapter, if I remember right. I didn't even open it up yet. But I'm still not selling it because I'm sure I'm going to have a tilt issue somewhere along the line. I got to tell you, I used Hocus Focus the other night, and it gave me some recommendations for my tilt. I didn't have a lot. It said -8 move further away from the finder. So I added 3 millimeters just to see if it said I had to go further, and it got me down to -1. And let me tell you, it's pretty awesome. So there we go. I haven't even opened this guy up. So let's see. I'm just opening it up. So this is the CTU M48 T adjuster. There is one Allen key on the side, and then you got a bunch of tilt plate adjustments on the top. But I believe it's just a M48 both sides, threaded on both sides. So it doesn't look like it adjusts from the side; it adjusts from the front. The one that adjusts from the side, I want to say is that the Octopi? Is that what that's called? The Octopi? I think that one adjusts, but that's also like $800 too. This one, no, it's definitely just all from the front. Um, yeah, no, this is fairly new. This was just anodized. I literally just got this one, but I'm still not getting rid of it because it's nice M48 tilt adjuster, so it's nice and solid. So that will probably go into one of these buckets up here. Where's my miscellaneous bucket? I'll do that in a second. So I was all psyched to get first light on my astrophysics scope. Yeah, so I was all excited to do that, and unfortunately, my rings aren't tall enough to lay a dovetail across backwards like I do. I do it a lot when I have my eagle, so I could actually lay my dovetail plate backwards, so I could take my eagle and with the what I do is I take one of these guys. This is another Prima Luce dual clamp, and I screw it to the bottom of the eagle, and then I could just lay it right on top of the dovetail like that. And I could also move it back and forth as a weighting, help with the weighting, and you just tighten it up like that. So I have the eagle on top like that. So if I ever get a permanent setup, I mean I know I got the pier and everything, but if I ever get the permanent setup, the eagle will just go right on top of the rings. But it's because I'm taking it apart almost every time I use it, I just I want an easy on, easy off kind of thing. So, but this seems to work for me. I've been using it this way for a long time, and it's nice. So it's cool. I'll do a shout out to Tom Bramwell, and Jim F. If you're out there. Um, the Eagle looks like it's done its preliminary testing and it's on its way to you probably within the next week or so. So it's gonna be kind of cool. That money is going straight to the astrophysics flattener. So that's when that becomes available because that is not available yet. It won't be available till August. Yeah. No, that's the center bolt of the EQ6R. Um, EQ6R, uh, the center bolt, where your accessory tray goes banging back and forth. But I'm hoping I'm going to image tonight. Oh, there's a treat here. You want a treat, Pep? Pep, you want that? There you go. So I'm hoping to do some processing of the Cherry Spring stuff that I did. I haven't had the time. I'm working so hard on the website trying to get everything right and do it. And it's not, it's not. I don't have a lot of time in my hands, but I've been trying to get that stuff right. I know that there's been some issues um, regarding the voting and all that kind of stuff. So it's just an issue. It's just an issue to go through. This is gonna fall on Pepper's head probably. That's not a good idea. This falling on Pepper's head would probably kill him. Huh? What do I do with rings? Rings. What do I do with rings? I got all these freaking rings. What am I gonna do with them all? What do? You put them in the laundry room. There you go. So then the wife will kick your ass. There you go. DuckTales, anyone? DuckTales. Hoping tomorrow I have a session on Pelican, right? Yeah, no, Pelican, yeah, definitely deserves more. I did my Pelican. I think I did 15, if I remember right. So 17. I have to look at the stats on it, but no, I won't be. It's gonna be clear as hell. Last night was clear as a bell, and I couldn't image. I was too scared because people were just lighting up fireworks and everything. I thought, last year I had crap all over my lawn, and I didn't want anything going inside the scope, so I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Hand controller. Hand control. I do have one of this. I have one up there that says hand controllers. Hand controllers. This thing was pretty cool. Oh shit! God damn it! Where's my phone? I'm back. Yeah, no, this, you know what? I sold my camera, and this was actually sold, and unfortunately, I forgot to put it in the bag. So I'm gonna have to call this guy up and tell him that I have his OAG still. Look, good thing he lives local. Um, well, it's not only hand controllers. I mean, I got other stuff in there. I got like bat knob masks. I got my beer aerator. I got this is for my Moonlight focuser, one of the adapters for that. Got a couple of things in there, but mostly I just do what, you know. But it's gonna go into the article. I gotta text this guy and tell him I have his OAG. Thought I'd move over to YouTube chat here. Yeah, well, I just, we're just cleaning the room, Sean. We're a mess here. So we're cleaning the room. Figured I would do it with some people that, that aren't doing anything. Apparently, there's a lot of us not doing anything on 4th of July. So I figured I'd just come off it. I even forgot it was 4th of July. I didn't even know it. Are these the autographed ones for? Yeah, these are the autographed ones. These have got to go. These are for giveaways. Giveaways. Let's give things away. How else am I supposed to keep friends? I got to give things away for free. Jim F. got to get his filters. How's it going, Sean? We ain't doing much of anything here. I got 10 people watching me just clean my room. What's happening, people? Don't forget, we got the giveaway, the Eagle giveaway. Don't forget, Eagle giveaway, the 13th. Sign up for the Eagle giveaway. Nice. Nice. What were you doing on Facebook, Sean? I'm going to do something I never do, but here we go. Did that go through? There you go. Anybody wants to come on and BS online, live on YouTube, feel free. Hit the link. I'll put you on TV. Or whatever. YouTube. Is that really TV? Like I do that and 2 people left already. More garbage, more garbage. Oh, look what I found. I must have done this on a show. This is my Messier pin. And when I did the Messier Marathon from the Astronomical League, I did put that on. No, you're right, Mark. I don't want to see your ugly mug. Oh, there's Sean. Now I got to put my.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
Let's see. Let me get my cans on because I really wasn't expecting anybody to come on. So in a second.
Yeah, that's okay. I just thought I'm not doing anything, so I thought I'd come and hang out with you.
Is this on mute? Unmute site. There you go. Can I hear you now? There we go. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now. Yes.
What's up? How you doing, man?
What's up? Oh, I'm doing good. I got a loop back though going on.
A loop back?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, so I got like an echo to my voice every time I'm talking. I get it echoing back to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I can probably work with it. I just have to ignore my second voice.
There you go. I do that all the time. So how's it going, man?
It's going good.
Canada
yeah,
Day was good?
Yeah, Canada Day was good. We went up to the cottage and had a good time. We were just chilling up there by the lake, just doing nothing really, just enjoying the water and stuff.
Nice, that's cool. Yeah, I just
yeah.
I'm literally doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. I got a mosquito in here.
Ooh, there you go. You got him.
Yeah, I think I got him.
Is that your best cleaning outfit though? Really? Come on.
Come on, man. I'm bumming around in the house, so I mean, I'm not trying to make a political statement or anything.
No, but it could be I don't know, maybe a little more revealing.
I'm telling you. Oh God, I got all this garbage, like wires and everything.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you showed your room the one time there. That was fun. You had a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. There you go. And a tablet. But yeah. You know what? And half the stuff. And I just went through that whole selling thing. I sold like so much stuff over the past and I'm still selling 2 things. I'm selling my Atlas EQ G mount, hypertuned.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's it's still got a little play in the RA, but I mean it's
yep.
If you're handy with it, and I'm not one of those people. I'm sure that you can kind of tighten it up, and it's going to be awesome.
I've got a friend of mine that is my go-to smart guy. He He's a pure genius when it comes to electronics or mechanics or anything like that. I go to him. You don't want me looking at it. Don't let me open it up.
Nope. I will definitely break it, and I will have more pieces than I started with. So
Yeah.
it's definitely something. I mean, little stuff I could do. I could futz around with stuff. Computers I could do. I could do computers. I'd put my own together. I could do that kind of stuff. But when it comes to like actual like mechanics, like gears and bearings and
Yeah,
belts,
exactly. That's like me. Yeah, forget it. Yeah, you get into that stuff. That's not me.
no, yeah, definitely not. Yeah, so but other than that, I mean, I still got this. I'm still trying to give this away too. This is I spun the wheel on this twice, and nobody gets back to me. I don't know if anybody wants it or not. I'm just gonna give
Is
it
that
away.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I spun the wheel, and two people have won it, and they never got back to me. So I'll keep on spinning away until
Yeah,
somebody
just
says
keep
they'll take it.
spinning. Yeah, I've got that giveaway coming up Thursday for the Star Exterminator and the Noise Exterminator.
Ah, nice.
Or sorry, just the Noise Exterminator, I should say.
Okay. Yeah, Russell gave you a
just
code?
but yeah. So there's a giveaway for 2 copies of the Noise Exterminator, and then Russ. I set up with Russ 10% off if anyone wants to buy. Whoever doesn't win, if they want to buy a copy, they can get 10% off. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah,
So
that was
that's
great of
Friday?
Russ to do that. And I mean, that Noise Exterminator has really changed the game.
Totally, dude. I took that and when I saw Russ on I forget some interview, and it was with Masters of Pix Insight, I think.
Yeah.
I saw the interview with him on there, and I told him I took a picture of with my iPhone, just holding my iPhone, because it was cloudy. It was in Cherry Springs.
Yep.
It was, it just got cloudy, like 1 o'clock in the morning, Cherry Springs. So I saw that there was a nice, you got the Big Dipper there, right in between these 2 clouds. And so I said, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to do like the night mode thing, and I'm going to hold it. And then I get it home. I said, all right, yeah, the stars are shaky and stuff. My hands are shaking. I shake like a leaf. So but I was able. I said, man, it's noisy. I said, let me just throw it through Pix Insight and see what it'll do.
Yeah.
Man, it cleaned it up.
Cleaned it up. I know.
I was like, all right.
I did that. I did that to one of the images I took when I was up at the cottage. I was, and sorry, I'm just dealing with this loop back of the audio. It's hard for me to talk because I keep hearing myself.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you're looping back. You got an echo to your voice, and I've got an echo. So I talk, and then it takes a few seconds, and then I hear myself. And when you're talking, it takes a few seconds, and then you echo as well.
Audio output speaker, and then the micro echo cancellation.
I checked my side here, but everything is normal. Like there's nothing unusual about it. So
That's odd.
are you running straight through Melon, or are you running through something else?
No, just straight through Melon. I said, let me just throw it up there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Not.
I don't know.
That's really weird. Yeah.
Nice T-shirt.
Let me just fart around a bit here with this and see if I come up with an answer for it.
There's a charity. How you doing?
It might be something simple.
Yeah. Your speakers aren't on by accident, right? On your regular computer.
No. The speakers. I'm running through the headphones, so I shouldn't be hearing anything.
Right.
Yeah, no, I've seen that happen before. I have a problem with I can't have the speakers on if I'm using Zoom.
Yeah.
But if I'm using GoToMeeting, it doesn't happen. So I don't know why.
No, it's got a good noise filter. That's all it is. But too much crap. Do I have my other mic on? No, I don't. Okay, my other mic's off, so it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's off, right? Yeah, it's off.
Well, it's just funny that I'm getting a loop back too. Like that just seems odd to me. I'm trying to figure out why.
Yeah, Tom Bramwell did me a solid. I'm gonna show you what he did. So I wanted a way to split, and I'm going to take it off my Eagle right now because it's right here. I'll show it to you. It's kind of cool. I said, Tom, I need a 3 amp adapter, 3 amp plug, but I want it split into a 2.5 and a 2.1, so I could run the cooler for the camera and the Moonlight focuser at the same time on one output.
Okay. Oh wow! There you go.
So
Ta-da!
So I made this one. The 2.5's got the red collar. The 2.1's got the black collar.
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's awesome. That's great.
So,
that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Good stuff.
Yeah,
that'll be handy.
Yeah. So I got this the 20 inches long, so it's enough to reach both the focuser and the back of the camera.
Oh, get out of here! 20 inches long.
Oh God, that's funny.
Oh, I figured out the problem. By the way,
what was it?
It was something simple. I had YouTube open in another browser tab at the same time, so I was getting the stream as I was conversing with you on Melon as well. So
you got
it's always something silly, something stupid like that. It's just a matter of figuring it out. Yeah,
it always is.
And it always goes wrong when you go live.
Dude, you don't have to tell me.
Well, I know. I've seen it. I've seen it.
We've all seen the disasters and the plane crashes. Horrible. But
how many people have we got watching us just shooting the crap here?
Now we have 5.
We're 5. Hey, that's all right. Hey, guys, 5 people that have absolutely nothing to do in the world.
On 4th of July.
On the 4th of July, even.
So we got Charity Walker, who's another one of our actually I can't even say our newest Black Hole sponsor because you're the newest Black Hole sponsor, right?
I am the newest Black Hole sponsor. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I switched up the membership a bit there for you, so I'll give you guys some extra help.
Yeah, and for those of you guys that don't know, Sean has his own Patreon. Feel free to go and check him out. Just go Visible Dark.
Check it out. It all helps the channel, more videos and product reviews, things like that, right? And giveaways, contests, giveaways, things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's great to have the support. I really appreciate the people that do support. I mean, I only have maybe 6 or 7, I think it is on Patreon. Not much, but
you just started it, right?
No, it's been up since last November actually. So,
okay.
Yeah, I find it hard to I don't really know what to do with the Patreon exactly. Do I feed them, their own content, or do I just just accept it as a donation sort of thing, like some help or what?
Do you have any memberships on YouTube? People that do memberships on YouTube?
I did start it, but I shut it down actually because there wasn't really a good response on YouTube for the membership. So I figured rather than having to do extra stuff for 2 people, I just shut it down and I just stayed on Patreon. YouTube's a little greedy, anyways. You do a lot of work. You put a lot of work into YouTube and making videos and content and keeping up with people's comments or questions and stuff. And YouTube snags all the money from you. They don't leave you very much. 30. Yeah, I know it's a big number. Yeah, it's a big number. So.
Yeah. So what I did how we got most of our members, we haven't really gotten a lot over the past. We've gotten 1 or 2, a month maybe on Patreon. Yeah. But most of the people, I told everybody, I said, listen. Whoever is on a YouTube and is a member, we had like 30 members on YouTube. We still have about 10.
Yep.
And so I was like, you want to do us a favor? You want to send money to us so we can get more prizes and giveaways and stuff like that? Dump YouTube, go to Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah.
Everybody started moving over there. Some people have, actually one person in general, I won't mention his name, but one person in general is a dual membership. 2 Patreon accounts.
2 Patreon accounts. Is that right? Oh, wow.
2 different emails and the YouTube membership.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So I'm like, all right, dude. I mean, listen, you can get better perks if you just go all in one, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Just combine it all into one. Do the black hole member or something like that.
yeah, I got to figure out what to do for the black hole members. I'm not thinking, like coffee mugs or something like that. I don't know. I haven't figured that out.
See, for me, it's you don't have to do anything. It's not that. I just enjoy the show and stuff, and I want to support it. I know what you're trying to do, and I know the hurdle of the uphill battle of building a channel on YouTube and building a brand like you're doing. So when I started out, actually, it was kind of funny. When I started out on YouTube and that, I had, I got my first subscriber, and then it went to 50, and it was 300, and so forth.
Yep.
I was trying to get some help maybe in building it up and that, and I actually reached out to a few people, well-known people, which I won't mention names, but
that's fine.
well-known people on YouTube and stuff, and they didn't want anything to do with me. And then when I got up to 6,000 subscribers, all of a sudden, hey, now they're coming on the show and stuff and chatting with me, But I was a nobody. I was nobody when I had 300 subscribers. Like, who's this guy?
Nope. Yeah. Again, I got some lifelines out to some people, and I've had some lifelines out to some people. Just obviously, now you're a great friend of the show, and you've been on.
Yeah.
You've been on.
Try to be.
Times. Yeah. Oh yeah. You are absolutely. And there are some people out there that just have been unresponsive. Let's just say. And
okay, it's tough. Yeah, I know. There's one guy that I know that is very well known, and he's the worst at getting back to you. He doesn't even reply to you most of the time. You probably know who it is.
We're probably talking about the same person.
You're probably talking about the same guy. Yeah, don't do it, eh?
No, maybe a girl, but let's just keep it wide out there.
Yeah. Could be a girl. Yeah,
but it's not.
But anyways, yeah, that's cool. So
yeah.
So you got clear skies coming up tonight or something, or no?
I do, but I'm scared.
Because of the fireworks. Yeah, I heard you saying that. Yeah. You had stuff coming down around your scope the one time.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I got pictures from last year. As a matter of fact, if you've seen the I don't know if you've seen it. I have a 1 minute short on YouTube. It's called "Don't Get Frustrated," and it's
I think I saw it.
Yeah, so it's like plugging the USB port in the wrong way, forgetting to turn something.
Yeah.
And at the end of one of them, you hear fireworks in the background. It's like me doing the head, like I'm shooting myself. And that night I was imaging, and I got a picture from that night, and there's just like these sparkles all over the place and shadowing the telescope. And I'm like, nope, that's it. I woke up the next morning, and there was like bottle rocket pieces and all these water pieces, all this. So God forbid, one of those embers get into my dew shield of my telescope. And
no doubt. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, I'm sort of lucky. I don't have that issue around here where I am. People set off fireworks, but it's usually in the distance, so it's not a big deal. Nobody around me in the nearby does anything like that. Mostly because we've got a natural space in the back, a forest. So you don't want it going up in flames. I don't think the city would be too happy with that.
No, that would not be a good thing, man. The whole block, everybody's firing stuff up.
Yeah, firing up, and yeah, exactly. It gets a little dangerous. So
yeah, it starts Memorial Day.
There's something. Do they have fireworks? I was talking to someone because we got into the topic about dogs and how they get scared and they run off and whatnot when fireworks are banging away and whatnot. And they said some countries actually only use or allow, I'm not sure, but silent fireworks. It's just the light display of it, basically. There's no bang or anything associated with it. I don't even. Do you know anything? No, because I couldn't even think of a country, and there wasn't a country mentioned really. It was sort of just a statement that was thrown out there in this conversation. I was like, that's interesting. Though, if they do have light display like that, where the bang isn't associated with it. I mean, for me, it's not the bang. It's the wow of it.
Yeah, I mean, so, I'll be honest with you. I have never heard of a noiseless firecracker or something.
No, I haven't either. No, but I got to investigate it now. Now I'm just curious about it. That's all. Because every year when we have the fireworks and stuff like that, you always see on Facebook the posts where people have lost their dogs or something, they've ran off and stuff like that. So
my dogs won't run off. They are scared crapless out of
yeah
the fireworks.
yeah my parents have a dog that just goes crazy. It's scared. It hides under the bed or it goes in the shower. It's weird things like that.
In the bathroom, hiding next to the toilet bowl.
Bathroom.
I mean, it's bad, and it's funny. So, like when my dog was like, I guess less than 4 years old, would be running around chasing the fireworks.
Yeah,
running around trying to get whatever. Up to when she was like 5 or 6, then she started like all of a sudden she's scared of everything.
And she got scared. Yeah,
something must have happened when we weren't looking, maybe, or something. I don't know, but she just like she is a sweaty, shaking mess. And then my Chihuahua is just looking at her and saying, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Sweaty, shaking mess. That sounds like me when I'm exercising. Yeah.
I wish
there's a visual for you.
Yeah, I wish I could say exercise. I just canceled. I had Supernatural, and it's like an exercise thing on Oculus. And,
oh yeah.
The whole VR thing.
Yeah.
$179 a year for this thing. And,
okay.
And
you didn't use it.
And I used it for about a week, maybe 2.
A week. There you go.
And then I found Star Trek Bridge Crew. And then I would.
Oh, right. Yeah, there you go. Forget this exercise crap.
I'll sit down in my chair, make believe I'm the captain. That's it.
Yeah. I'm going to be the captain while I eat these cheesies.
What do you mean all my cheeses are all gone? What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's funny. I like your shirt. Your shirt's great. I got people that I want to stay away from too, even though I'm vaccinated.
It's funny. Everyone's been talking about social distancing and all this stuff the past.
Yeah.
Man, I've been social distancing since I got married. I don't know what the hell anyone's talking about.
Yeah, no, that's just what I do. I'm not social. Like, stay away from me.
Listen, I love my family. I love my dogs. I love whatever. Everybody else, it just.
Just clear. I saw one T-shirt a guy was wearing that was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. Anyways, it said, "If you're what did it say now?" He said, "If I can punch you in the face, you're standing too close to me." I thought that was great because it was all about the vaccine and social distancing, right? So if I can punch you in the face, I thought that's great. I want one of those. I'm going out and getting one made.
I had a shirt like a long time. It was way before COVID, and it just it had like it was a white shirt with little tiny red letters right here.
Yep.
And all it said was, "Nosy little effer, aren't you?"
No, nice. That's great. Did you have people coming up and looking at it?
All the time. They would just look at me and laugh and then leave.
Yeah. That's great. That's a good one. Yeah. I should do that, actually. I should get a T-shirt. I'd probably get a black one made with a little white print right in the chest, just small, that says that. That'd be awesome.
That's what I'm telling you. So I finally got the design made for the shirt that I'm dying to have. So,
oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be available for purchase on the Redbubble store. It'll probably be available starting next week.
Yep.
It has a little, it has a little Astral thing on the sleeve or something, like.
Yep.
But so it has, a refractor across the top. And it says, "Sometimes it's not the length." And then it has the Schmidt Cassegrain on the bottom. It says it's the girth.
It's the girth. Nice. Are these going to be so you're going to be able to buy these on the Redbubble site? Is that right?
Yep.
Is that right? That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. I'll have to get one. Everyone else get one too. Everyone else out there. I'm looking at, where's my camera? I'm trying to point to it. There, you right there. You go buy one. That's harder to do than you think. Trying to get to your camera to point.
Yeah, I got the camera right in front of me, so it's just a little webcam, so it makes it easy.
Mine's sitting up on top of the monitor here and that. I was looking at it and I was looking at the screen trying to figure that out. But
yeah, if I had to switch to my DSLR, it's like up in here somewhere. And then I got my
I have a DSLR set up too, but I don't use it all that often. It's a little tighter shot. It's a little more close in, because it looks like you sit back from your computer a bit when you're doing the show.
So
You're got a
when I'm
little
doing
distance.
the show, I'm back here. This is a green screen, obviously. I'm back here because I gotta be, because even though I have an 18 by 200 lens on there.
Yep.
I still need to be back far enough to kind of
far enough.
And that's why when you see me going, anybody who has to do anything on a screen, I'm like this.
Yeah.
So and then, like, I can't see now when I got to make changes on with the directing program that I have. When I got to make when somebody comes on the show that's not expected, I got to do a lot of changes in the background to make that happen. I'm sitting there trying to
make it happen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My eyesight stinks as it is. So I mean, like, it's like I gotta come over here. I can't, and the writing is like font 6, so it's like it's really tiny, and but
yeah, that's funny. I was just reading the comment. Charity said that she can't get that T-shirt that you
that's
hilarious.
8 people showing out watching.
We got 8 people. Woohoo! All right, 8 people.
I thought I saw double digits for a second. I think we scared 2 people with the shirt comment, but
maybe, yeah.
It's okay,
Or was it the fact? Do they know that I'm not wearing pants? Yeah. It's hot here today. I'm not wearing any pants. Doing a stream with Dan. All right.
Rock and roll.
Oh, we got David. David saying, "What's up?" What else?
Up, Dave?
Mark Ellis.
That was Dave.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Dave Schaefer.
Dave, if you follow me on Facebook, Dave Schaefer was the gentleman that purchased my 127.
Is that the one you took the photo with?
Yeah, in Washington.
Yeah. So, that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah, so it was nice to meet another Astroworld member.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool, when you kind of go down there and whatever.
We're going to be able to meet in October. Yeah, I'm looking. Nice. Where's my camera? There, I'm trying to find my camera again. It's somewhere around there.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Toronto puts out their NHL schedule soon, because
okay.
October.
You want to?
October 1st. Usually, the first week in October is when the real season starts.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, and for those of you that are actually watching us, 9 people that are watching us, Pete Myers, who is one of the gentlemen on the show with us, is a massive Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Yeah, I know. He's always got the cap on. Yeah.
He does it just to do this to me. That's all he does. He does because it's the whole John Tavares thing, if you know anything about hockey, but I won't even get into that. But I want to go there with my Islanders shirt, my Islanders jersey, the whole garb, me and my wife, and walk into a game. Just take a picture like that.
That won't be good.
That would be awesome.
Do that after we have our get together, all right? Because I don't know if you'd be alive.
well, good thing Pete's all the way in California. So
yeah.
You know what would be the worst though? Is been Islander fans a long time, right? And Jen's jersey is actually a John Tavares jersey, who got sent to, not sent, but he chose to go to Toronto, and under some really bad circumstances. So Jen, I said, on the next game, after that, we went to go see an Islander Toronto game when John was on Toronto. So it was all big. Every time he touched the puck, it's like boo, boo, whatever. And on the back of her jersey, it's got 91, which was his number, and the captaincy, whatever. And we blue Scotch taped the name on the back and wrote F. Tavares on it. And so if we go to a thing like that, it's going to be interesting.
I'd say, very interesting. That's funny.
Hey, Nancy, what's going on? One of my buddies from Long Island. Tarek, how you doing?
Tarek is in the house. I see that. And Charity spilt her coffee.
Charity, you can't be spilling your coffee. That's very important stuff.
That's funny.
You know what I got? I got this from the store. I was playing around with this. This is
Oh yeah, SV Boney.
yeah, well,
Bonnie.
it's not what you would expect though. This is
Mm.
a little wireless microscope, and I know it has nothing to do with
Oh
astronomy, but I thought it would be
yeah,
kind of
that's
cool.
cool. No, that'd be neat.
And you attach it
So
to your cell phone, and
yeah,
your cell phone, it's Bluetooth, and I was like doing like stuff with my finger and looking at the cells
yeah,
in my finger. It was pretty cool. It was
that's
probably
neat.
like
That's all right.
$30. So,
That's great. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
Jeff just
I
took
didn't know
me.
that they had that. I might
No,
get one of those for my niece and stuff like that. They're young and they like to look at stuff. And we'd be interested to see it close up in that. I didn't know they had something like that.
yeah, it's 50x to 1000x.
Nice.
Yeah,
I had SV Boney or Is it Boney or Bonnie? I don't even know how to
I,
pronounce it.
I think it's SV Boney. That's the way I call
SV
it.
Boney? Yeah,
But,
I don't know. That's what I say
that's the
too.
way it sounds like at 2:00 in the morning. We're trying to push a product on you.
Yeah,
You see the two ladies sitting there with the telescope trying to sell their product on Facebook.
yeah.
And I do. I try and talk with them. And
I had them reach out to me. They wanted me to become a dealer for some of their stuff too, and I'm like, well, I'm not a store. You know what I mean? So wasn't really my thing. But and then there's that other camera that's camera maker that's on the scene too. I can't remember the name.
Not Asked Pam Cam or whatever that is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They asked me too. Yeah, they asked me as well. I was like, I got, you know what? I don't mind experimenting with their product and that, but I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to send me one to try, I'll do that. But I'm not just gonna buy it outright. Even if you do have a discount for me and stuff like that.
His name is like Jin Wan Pin or something like that. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because he texted me as well. Being
is that right?
Texted me as well. Because I'm also on Camera Concept site and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, "Oh yeah, we want you to become a dealer also." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. But first, I'm not just going to become a dealer."
That's right.
First of all, it's not my store. Let's get that straight. Anyway, second of all, he's not going to buy from you on the on-site astrophotographer day. He's not going to buy from you unless I give him the okay to buy something. And,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to buy it without trying it. So send me one.
Trying it, yeah. I said that. Yeah, I said that to him too. I said, I have no problems with trying your product and seeing how it works. But yeah, I'm not buying it outright or becoming a dealer or anything like that until I, get a feel for it and know how well they work or we don't even know what the longevity of them are, how well they stand up, to the outdoors test of time. Because my equipment sits outside. All year round. It's summer, spring, fall, winter, whatever. It sits out, right? So it takes a beating in terms of, So who do we got on here? Scott just came on. Scott C.
Hey, Scott C. I'm not. That's not Scott from the show.
That's not Scott. No,
that's Scott C.
A different Scott.
Different Scott. He's been on the show quite a bit though in the chat though.
He's giving us a shout out and stuff like that. So that's cool. He's saying hey and that. Charities.
Charity. So no, you're not an automatic entry, and you got to go onto the website and sign up for the giveaways that you want to be involved in. But I remember seeing your name on a couple of them. If you want, throw me a text. I'll tell you which ones you're not on, or just redo it again, and they'll tell you, listen, you've already entered. So buying any experience.
Klingon blood oath.
Kapla.
Molt Choi Chu.
and that means energized beam. So
energized beam. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. It was great. That's awesome.
So speaking of Star Trek 3, and that's what that quote's from. Speaking of Star Trek 3, I just read an article, and it was a little misleading about Star Trek 3. It says Leonard Nimoy agrees to direct Star Trek 3 under one condition.
Okay. What was that?
I said, wait. Now, first of all, I just read this article literally, and I looked at the date on it. It was like 2 hours ago. I said, first of all, Leonard Nimoy's dead. How is he directing Star Trek 3?
Yeah.
And
Under one condition. Bring me back to life.
Somebody give me a mind meld or something. Let me go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But and then I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's Star Trek 3. First thing I thought it was Star Trek 3, the other timeline, with
The Kelvin timeline?
Yeah, Kelvin with Chris Pine and all them.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, wait, isn't he dead? Yeah, he died. And so it turns like it was they were actually talking about Star Trek 3. They just worded it. The headline was really bad.
No, they just worded it really bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it turns out that and I think I remember hearing this before, but the only reason why Spock was supposed to be dead on Star Trek 2 was supposed to be over. He didn't want to have anything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he wanted out of it.
Yeah, if you saw I Am Spock, or if you read I Am Spock, and you get a little bit of that, that information. But so it turns out that the only reason he came back was because they allowed him to direct the film.
Okay, interesting.
So they kept on turning it away, other, because William Shatner was asked to direct Star Trek 3, but William Shatner took a back seat. Well, yeah, God forbid we need another search for God and Spock's half brother.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the last thing.
Star Trek 5. I wish they would have just skipped over that one. I like William Shatner. Don't get me wrong, but directing in Star Trek 5, that was just awful. Oh God, it's so painful to watch.
The best part of that whole movie was them sitting in the forest. That's it.
That's true. Around the campfire, talking about stuff. Yeah. There was. They had some really good comedic moments, that were, that really tied back into the original series. Those funny moments between Kirk, Spock, and McCoy and whatnot, and like I like the opening scene there where Kirk is climbing the mountain there, and Spock just pops out of nowhere with his gravity boots or whatever they are. He startles him. Or Scotty walking through the back. I know this ship like the back of my hand, and he hits his head on one of the beams. Which apparently was a nod to the Star Wars scene. Yeah. I didn't know that. So the other thing I found interesting too with Star Trek 3 was with William Shatner when his son David there was killed by the Klingon, and he steps backwards towards the captain's chair and he falls. That actually wasn't in the script. He actually fell for real, but he just kept acting through it. And they left it in the movie because it just worked so well, that what had happened, and then he fell down like that, and then he got back up, sort of thing. So I didn't know that. That was really cool.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. No, that's a neat little tidbit. You find out these things so many years later. It's really cool. So
things start to come out with time. So
with time, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So Scott C is in Niagara. He's in Niagara area. That's he's saying that the skies suck down there, and we had some clear nights here over the long weekend for us. But I was up at the cottage, and I don't have a mobile rig. I used to have something that I took with me, but it grew and grew, and then it got permanently mounted. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, I'm building something. I've got a William Optic 71 millimeter refractor. I've got a 268C camera, and I'm just working out the details for a mount. I don't know which way to go. I was thinking a harmonic mount, but then I was thinking, do I really need a harmonic mount? Maybe just go with one of the IXOs or something like that. I wasn't really sure. It's not a heavy setup, and I want to keep it as light as possible so that it's not such a lot of work to get packed up and take with me when I go up to the cottage and stuff, because we got great skies up there. It's a Bortle 2 or 3 up there. I have yet to measure it with the SQM meter. I got to remember to bring it, but it's great dark skies. Like even at twilight, there's like just thousands of stars that you can see, and it's not even dark yet. It's just blows my mind being up there. So it'll be a great little setup. I got the mini computer that I can use because I changed out my mini computer. I got a little palm-sized one that is on the home setup now. Yeah, it's a Pico computer. It was on Indiegogo, and I backed the project because it was really cool. And I finally got it. It took a lot of months. It took about 6 months, but I finally got it. And it's a really neat little lightweight computer. So I actually was able to take a counterweight off the scope because I switched computers.
There you go.
Yeah. So that was funny actually. But
I actually have one of the I have the Exos 100.
Okay.
And
Yep.
for a lightweight setup, man, with the Wi-Fi and I mean,
The
it's pretty
100
awesome.
is a go-to as well.
Yeah, it's fully it's
Fully go-to.
the soft, yeah, it's fully go-to. But
Okay.
the software on it, it's a little weird.
Okay. All
But
right.
if you're using the ASI Air or something like that,
Yep.
it's
Have you tried using it with Nina or something like that, or?
I have not. I have not, but
Okay.
it did connect flawlessly to the ASI Air because I wanted
So,
something
okay.
super light. So I mean,
Yep.
and if I do Nina, I don't have a like a minis forum or a little mini computer. All I have are the Eagles, and then put an Eagle on that, and then you're overweight. So
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
because
Yeah.
even though I mean, I have a 51 on it. I
Mhm.
had the Red Cat on there, but I also had all the other stuff. So I had the ASI Air, the EAF, the Deep Sky Dad autofocuser for the belt for the EAF. I had the 30 millimeter mini guide ZWO on top. So I had everything on there, and it did fine until it got close to Zenith,
Okay.
and then I started seeing tracking errors.
Mm.
It got
Okay.
a little heavy on it.
Tracking errors in the images, in the subs you were taking,
Yeah,
or in the guide graphs and stuff?
in both because
In both. Okay.
I went up to and I just walked up to it and I said shh, and I'm listening. I hear
No.
so I knew it was just too heavy for it, and
Yeah, too heavy for it. Yeah.
so I said
Okay.
okay, but you know what? Once I got up to about 60 degrees, then I started getting issue.
Yep.
But if you have something super light, like I used it with the DSLR,
Yep.
and I mean it smoked all night.
Cool.
It was fine.
Yeah.
My guiding
Awesome. Yeah.
was great with it.
Yeah, and see that's the issue that I'm sort of grappling with is the weight. Do I want to go with something like the iXOS 100, or do I go with something maybe, or do I just bite the bullet and get an EQ6 or something like that and just go overboard?
Yeah.
The EQ6 is a little heavier and stuff and more to transport, but it might be better. Being a little, because it can carry the heavier payload.
Or you can get something if you want to split the baby, kind of. You want to go EQM35, and
right. Yeah.
You got 20 pounds there. So
yeah, that would work too. Yeah,
that would great. I just sold mine, but because I'm just trying to. I don't know if you
is
know.
that right?
Well, I literally just sold mine because I needed to finance my new telescope. Did I tell you about my new telescope?
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So I have it. It's in the other room right now. But
cool.
yeah, I mean, I had to finance that, so I sold my Atlas. I sold my EQ6R. I found a buyer for my my two cameras. So the STF 8300 and a QHY camera, and then what else did I sell? I sold a Panoptic 41 that I had, visual eyepiece.
Okay.
And what else? I know I saw. Oh, I actually sold my Asato because the AP scope has got a feather touch focuser on it. So
okay, so you don't need that. Yeah.
So all I did was buy I bought an Optec. I bought the Optec Direct Link, and that's going on there and done.
Cool. That'll be an awesome setup for you.
Yeah, if I want, I could add. I have a William Optics manual rotator if I want to kind of mess around with that.
Is that right? That's cool. Yeah.
But,
that's something I haven't. I could actually use a rotator on mine. I haven't. I know Pegasus Astro has a rotator, and some other companies do too. The Falcon, yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking of adding a rotator to mine because there are situations I get into with objects that, man, I could use to rotate that camera, but then you got the flat issues and stuff. You got to retake all the flats and stuff.
Yeah, you got to redo everything, and you got to
redo everything.
And you got to make sure that your flattener spacing.
And you got to make sure your spacing. Yeah, your back focus is going to change. You got to adjust for that. Yeah, it becomes a real pain. But
if you get the Asato Arco, you're adding, from focuser back, so it's not really from flatter back. So you're adding almost 60 millimeters of space.
60, is it? Okay.
That includes the Arco and the Asato. So there's nothing
Yeah.
The flatteners after the rotators, because
Yeah.
because you got to rotate.
That's right.
Everything.
Yeah.
So
You got to rotate everything. Yeah.
So or else your flats will be.
Yeah, I'll probably just not bother with it for a while. There's other things that I'd be more interested in doing before. And you know what? I'm just having a lot of fun right now with the Starfield optics, the 8-inch astrograph. That's really pulling in some great data for me. I'm
Nice.
just, and I've been a refractor guy for years. Like, it's been 10 years since I used a reflector setup for imaging, and I'm just blown away with the results that I'm getting. Everything is working great, but I've combined it with a different strategy for imaging, which works a little bit with Richard Wright's perspective on guiding, where you don't guide kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm still guiding, but I'm doing 1 minute exposures, so everything's 60 seconds. Even the narrow band, the 3 nanometer, it's 60 seconds, and I'm just taking a crap load of exposures, and I'm getting some really fantastic results. Not only clarity of the image, but star colors, I think, are much better. They're not getting washed out, oversaturated. Yeah. So, because I was normally doing 5 minute or 10 minute subs, right, and a lot of my stars are oversaturated and whatnot. So I found a complete opposite, and I'm reducing. I like to think, anyways, I'm reducing the impact of guiding and seeing as well by not extending beyond a minute. Instead of doing 5 minutes, I'm only doing a minute. So it's sort of keeping things minimized, any negative impacts. But that's been working out really well, and I've been getting some phenomenal images out of it. Really impressed with it. So
have you seen a big difference between doing 1 minute subs and 10 minute subs, or is it negligible?
No, well, it's to be honest with you, it's kind of negligible. I haven't really directly compared the images side by side to really see, or even the signal to noise ratio and right. Stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I'm not really seeing a huge advantage for doing a 5 minute sub or a 10 minute sub right now. In my experience, I've been pulling off some really amazing stuff, and like I said, I'm only doing 60-second images, or subs, I should say. Yeah. So it's just a matter of you got to account for that extra time. That's all. You might need some extra time. But now this is the interesting thing with the Starfield optics, the 8, because of its larger optics, I'm more light gathering power than the refractors that I've used. I'm actually doing less time on these objects, and I'm getting better results than I did with the refractors that were thousands of dollars more than the cost of this thing. I just thought, I don't know what really made me want to try this. I just, like I said, I've been imaging with refractors for so many years, and I've tried so many different refractors, and I thought, you know what, let me give a reflector a try again in that. So I was looking around at different astrographs and whatnot, and this one came up. Steve from Ontario Telescope up here sells the Starfield optic telescope, the Starfield optic brand anyways, and I got in touch with him. He does a live stream every Saturday at 10 on Facebook, and he introduced the scope on one of those live streams, and it caught my attention. I thought, you know what, let me try it. I got a hold of Steve down at Starzona there, and asked him if he'd be willing to send me one of the Nexus reducers, and he said sure, and he shipped it out the same day, and didn't, just, there you go, have fun. I'm like, okay, that's great, thanks.
that's awesome.
But that brings that setup down to an F3, and it's just the light gathering power in the F3 is just a phenomenal. It's a beast, and it's just working out fantastic. Really, really impressed with it. It's something that I think what scares people from reflectors is the collimation. Once you understand how to do it, once you do it a few times and you get familiar with it, it isn't that bad. It take you a couple minutes to sort of pull it together. It's not as daunting as everyone thinks it is, and it's not as scary.
Reflectors are actually one of the easier ones. Regular reflectors are one of the easiest.
Yeah, regular reflectors.
Newtonian reflectors.
Yeah.
You get into, I know Mark's going to yell at me for saying this. Mark Ellis. So I hate collimating Richies. I hate it with a passion.
Yeah, those are pretty tough to collimate though. Those aren't easy.
Mark's going to tell you something different about 3 seconds, But
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, Mark, go.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, so,
Whatever, Mark. We don't believe you.
let me tell you, let me tell you, I took a 6-inch, just a 6-inch home. I'm sorry, it was an 8-inch. It was an 8-inch GSO. It was
Yep.
an 8-inch GSO, and I took it home. I said, you know what, you have it. Let me play with the collimation. What's the worst that can happen? We can send it back to the GSO and say, hey, listen, it came this way. But so I did it, and I sit there, and I found, I think it was Alan Mitchell, if I remember right, Alan Mitchell's video. He had a good video using just about the same exact setup. 8-inch GSO, had the extension with the tilt plate, everything. So, everything was there. So I'm sitting down and doing a follow. He made an awesome video on it. Really, really good, really, really explanatory. So if you ever want to learn how to do a Ritchie, go check out Alan Mitchell. Just be careful if you watch him on TikTok, though. He is nuts now. He's crazy. But
Is that right?
He's got a great channel on TikTok. He's got tens of thousands of followers on TikTok. He's crazy.
Yeah.
But he's got some good stuff on there. So I did that, and I took out. I was like, I had it on my wall, and I had every lights off and the rings, and making sure everything's. I'm sitting there with a digital caliper, measuring the width of each ring to each ring to each ring, down to the money, down to as close as I could with this. You know what I mean? Down to the money. It looked great. I give it back. It gets sold. It comes back, and the guy says, "I got teardrop stars." I was like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. I said, we'll send it back. So
send it back. Yeah. They're pretty tough to collimate, that's for sure. But I don't really have any. I picked up one of those Okal collimators. Oh, Dan disappeared. It's just me, guys. Yeah. So welcome to the show. Mark, what's Mark saying? Maybe I got kicked off. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm still live. Oh, I'm still here. Okay, whoops, there we go. Dan's back.
I don't know what just happened. I hit a.
I was doing the show solo. I actually didn't know if I was still live or not. So it's a good thing I didn't stand up.
I guess we just found out if you exit a browser by accident on Melon, the show still goes on as long as somebody's there.
The show still goes on, but yeah. Well, Charity actually was the one that alerted me. She said, "I see you, Sean." I'm like, I'm still alive. I felt so vulnerable sitting here by myself.
Okay, I saw we had a bunch of questions come across.
Yeah, there were some questions there. I know. I want to get back to just Scott C. There. He said he was asking if Starfield Optics was a Canadian company, and yes, it is a Canadian company. You can go to their website. I believe it's starfieldoptics.com, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
let me just.
Right.
Am I right? Yeah. Let me just. Right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's starfieldoptics.com. You can go there and check it out. And like I said, Steve at ontariotelescope.com. He sells them. He sells the brand as well. And he's a great guy. Chat to. If you got questions in that, he's very helpful, and he'll get you hooked up with something if you're interested in getting into any of the Starfield Optics products.
Yeah.
What else we got? Chris is saying refractors are great, but short focal lengths compared to SCTs. Yeah, they are. That's true. Yeah, definitely.
I think that goes back to, of course, we could have a whole show on this where what's the right tool for the right job,
Exactly. I was just going to say, if you're using an SCT with a longer focal length, you're shooting something totally different. You're in a different, astrophotography category, as opposed to the wide fields of the refractors and so forth.
Yeah.
So. Tarek is asking APS-C, should he buy 2-inch or 36 millimeter?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I actually don't know offhand. I just always have gone with 2-inch filters myself. Mm-hmm. I've never done the 36. I'm not sure what the impact would be on that, but if you want to take the safe route, buy a 2-inch. That would be that would be my suggestion anyways.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that, Sean. Even though you could depending on how far your filter wheel is away from your chip,
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
may or may not be able to now look at your camera manufacturer website to find out if you could get away with the 36 millimeter. Now it's possibly that you can. However, to Sean's point, I got to back Sean up on this one, that do yourself a favor and future proof yourself. Where
Exactly.
you may want to get eventually a 6200 or something like that, a full frame cool camera, and then now what do? You either deal with the vignetting of a 36 millimeter, and now you're still shooting APS-C anyway because you got to crop around it. You
Yep.
won't be able to take advantage of the full frame.
Yep.
And in all fairness, twos come mounted, 36 come both sides.
Exactly.
So it's very easy to kind of screw that up. And
the 2-inch is very versatile, I think, in a lot of ways.
I agree.
Yeah. So if you change anything, or like you said, if you upgrade down the road, full frame camera and stuff, you're going to be glad that you have the 2-inch filters versus the 36.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what else is being said here? Tarek is asking about the companies producing affordable 3 nanometer filters. Which one should he choose? That's a tough one for us, I think. I have to say Optolong myself. I don't know about you, Dan. Ta-da! There it is. Optolong.
By the way, and Sean already gave us that away, but this is a giveaway too. So
I got another set that I'm giving away actually coming up. So
just don't do it the same week I'm doing it. I'm doing the last.
I'll do it. When are you doing it? When are you doing it?
The last Friday of November.
Okay, I'll do it the last Friday of November.
Nice. Appreciate it.
No problem.
We got that. They were so good to us, Oppo, and I gotta say, I mean, I show this all the time, but I mean, filters.
They sent, Jessica. She sent me, she sent me a box full of filters and stuff to give away, and I've given away most of it. There's some of them that I haven't given away yet because I'm not sure how popular they're going to be. Like the ultra high contrast filter, I don't know if that's gonna be too much interested in it and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with it. But she included a set for the 3 nanometer. She LRGB set, L Extremes, L Pros. It was just crazy. And all the rest of them. So
What'd she give us? She gave us the planetary filter set.
Yeah.
She gave us that was a 1 1/4. She gave us a LRGB 2-inch set, 1 L Extreme, 1 L Enhance, 1 L Pro, and the 3 nanometer set.
Oh yeah, the L Enhance. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. That was in there as well. So that's really fantastic of them to do that. And it really helps. It really helps promote their brand, and it gets people using their products and seeing just how great they are.
Yeah, and then this Wednesday you'll be able to see a promotional video from Optolong, where Sean was a part of it. So
I was in there.
They asked me to play it last Friday, and I completely forgot. So I'll be playing it this Wednesday.
They asked me to play it too. I haven't done anything that I've been able to play it though. But I got Jessica asked me to be a part of it there. She asked Ron too. Ron was in it. He got.
It was you. So it's a 3-minute video. It's you, Ron, and TJ Conley.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got in there. So I didn't know. She just said do a 15-second clip and send it, and I was like, I didn't know what to do exactly. So I just sort of threw the camera on and just said, what I honestly felt, and that was good enough. Ron went a little deeper into, he's worked with all these different cameras and all these different telescopes. Blah, blah, blah. That's great, Ron. Thanks. show us up.
You could at least put him on last, right? You didn't have to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he had to go first too. With his long spiel, so the rest of us look like schmucks.
It's good. You got Astrodoc up there talking his thing, and then all of a sudden you got, they're great. Yeah, just go get them.
Yeah, they're great. Go buy them. I'm out. See ya. I didn't. If I had saw Ron's clip before I did mine, I would have probably adjusted mine a little bit. But I was trying to keep it in that. She said 10 to 15 seconds, and you can't say a lot in 10 to 15 seconds.
No.
You got to be quick. So that's why I did what I did. And it is what it is. Yeah, I got my mug in there anyway, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I had to do actually for for those of you that follow Global Star Party, I know that we got 14 people watching us right now. So
Wow, 14 people.
rock and roll.
And those are the best people on the planet right now.
Nice job, guys, for ignoring your family on 4th of July and coming to hang out with us.
Coming to hang out.
but
it's so awesome. You have nothing to do but watch Dan and me.
John in his underwear and mine in my crappy shirt.
Yeah. Guess the color.
Sean's in his tighty whities right now. So.
Oh, is that what you think? Okay.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Oh, I was just about to get up.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
What else do we got going on here? Let's see here. When I have enough money for a full frame, I will have 2-inch filters. What else you got? Someone wants to buy my 36 millimeter old filters. They can. Tarek's selling on here. He's selling on the live stream. 36 millimeter filters.
There you go. Who's coming?
Mark.
Right.
Mark is asking about the Ocal, which I actually was talking about before you cut out there.
I heard Ocal and everything just went.
Yeah. So I got one of those to do the collimation with, and it actually it was the don't watch the videos. That's all I can say. The instructional video is just terrible. It's so hard to follow. I can't even. You just have to go watch it. Just go to their website and watch it to understand what I'm saying. But so what I did was I sort of looked around on the internet and see what people were saying, and I got a feel for how to use it. And I hooked it up one afternoon and did the collimation, and it actually made it so simple, so easy to do, and it's so it's visual, right? Like you see it on your I just got I didn't get the pro version or whatever they call it, which has extra things with it and the app for your cell phone. I just got the basic one that you would connect your computer to, your laptop to. I actually don't like using apps on my cell phone for the astronomy stuff, for doing imaging or anything like that. I just find it really difficult because it's just it's a small screen. Even though it's an S22, it's still a small screen compared to a laptop or something, right? So I dragged my laptop out and set it up. Did it work great? It was really simple to use. There's 3 circles that you have to set up for the draw tube, the primary mirror, and then the last circle, the smallest of it, focuses on the center of the Ocal. Is it Ocal or Ocal? I don't even know. Here we go again.
Ocal. I don't know.
Ocal, potato, kind of thing, maybe. Yeah. But that centers on the sensor of the Ocal, and you got to get everything sort of, all those circles lined up and everything, positioned properly. So it actually made it really quick work to get the collimation, and the collimation is really spot on. Like I get a nice diffraction spike in that with the collimation that it produced. I looked at you had that other gentleman on from, was it Skywave? Software, innovation technologies. That's it there. Yeah. I had actually looked at using that to do the collimation, but it was really complicated.
It's very technical.
Yeah, it was really technical to the point that I didn't really know if I was doing things properly. So I abandoned that end of it actually and just went with the Ocal, just for simplicity's sake, right? Because at least it was something I was familiar with. I could understand it. So, but what else we got going on here? Steve Hand is watching the Mets.
The Mets. They still got a team?
They still. I don't know anything about it. So you're solo on that one.
Hey, listen. I watch as much baseball as you do. Trust me.
Is that right? Yeah.
I don't watch any.
I know. I'm not really a sports guy in watching it on TV and that. I've never actually even been to a ball game or a hockey game. Don't even know what it's like to. I would want to. I'd want to go and experience it. I've had people that have gone and said it's boring. I've had people that have gone and say it's awesome. So I figure, you know what? I just have to experience it for myself.
As with any other type of thing, it depends on who you go with. So
sure, yeah.
So, but I got to say one thing. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. You're Canadian, correct?
Last I checked, yep.
Okay. And you haven't gone to a hockey game? Isn't that sort of like blasphemous?
I know. I'm not a hockey guy. You know what? I wasn't brought up with sports and that. I played hockey when I was younger and stuff like that, but I wasn't really into it. I was always very fascinated by science and exploration and whatnot. So, and my dad, you as a child, being brought up, you get a lot of influence from your parents and what they like and what they expose you to. My dad exposed me to stuff like the space stuff, the NASA stuff. He exposed me to Jacques Cousteau, underwater exploration
Nice.
and stuff like that. So that's where I developed my interest from, and it wasn't sports related at all. I don't really get into it. I still watch stuff like the World Juniors. I'll watch the World Juniors. I think that I actually like that hockey better than the NHL myself. I have seen some games, parts of it. I like the World Juniors because it just seems a lot more strategic to me than the NHL. The NHL just seems like I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a hockey guy, so I probably shouldn't be saying anything. But it just seems like they're more interested in punching each other and stuff. It's like boxing, rather than playing hockey. You know what I mean? The World Juniors, I guess you can't do that, so they have to. They're playing the game, and I really appreciate that. So, I watched the World Juniors. Super Bowl. I've watched the Super Bowl, and it's that it's just something that you do. You got the beer and the nachos and the Super Bowl odd.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I didn't watch. I don't even think I watched the Super Bowl last year. I only do hockey. That's the only thing I do.
Oh, is that right? Okay, that's interesting.
I only do hockey. And yeah, fighting has its place in hockey. And when you're
But it's not boxing. It's a hockey game. Why are you guys fighting? Like, why do you got to punch the other guy to so the blood all over the ice and stuff?
Because it's fun. No, I mean, listen. I never played hockey. I was not very good. I was good at all the sports that you didn't have to move in.
Okay.
Darts.
Right. Yeah.
Pool.
Yeah. Pool. Yeah, I was good at pool actually when I was younger. Yeah,
all that kind of stuff. I got nailed in the face. That's why, hence the big nose, I guess. I got nailed in the face with a fastball when I was like junior or something in high school. I forget. And ever since that, I got like shell shock. I couldn't like stand in front of a ball again. It was kind of crazy. But like hockey, man, I love hockey. But fighting, it's just like when you're skating and you're like, 60 miles an hour on blades and you just check somebody and you're getting checked 30, 40 times a night. I don't know. I guess people get mad sometimes.
Yeah. I guess it's like poking the bear, right? Eventually it turns on you. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. A lot of people don't fight. You got the goons out there that fight, and that are thrown out there to fight. But I mean, there's a lot to hockey and fighting. Unfortunately, it's been listen. I remember hockey in the 80s, and fighting was, if you didn't have a fight every period, it wasn't a game. Now, if you have a fight a game, it's interesting because it only happens once a night usually, unless you got like a really bad, it's a bad team or something like that. But most times, not a lot of fights anymore compared to the 80s.
So you think that the perspective on it has changed for the NHL, and that they're not really, it's not encouraged as much, I guess.
Fighting is definitely not encouraged anymore, and dirty hits aren't encouraged. I mean, clipping, which was really bad thing. Knee-to-knee contact has stopped quite a bit. I mean, listen. I mean, I'm from the day of people playing with no helmets and
I know. I remember that.
Goaltenders were getting penalties for slashing. So Billy Smith, who was the hockey, the goaltender for the Islanders during the Cup years. This guy was evil. I mean, he was evil, man. He would just sit there. You come too close to his crease, you're getting the stick, whack right across the feet, and he would just catch you all the time and never get called for anything. But I don't know. That's what we got. We got to see.
Well, you just got different things. They're talking about the Steelers and the equator and latitude and longitude.
Okay.
Yeah. So
this and that and
this and that. Ecuador. They're talking about Ecuador.
Ecuador, yes. You said Ecuador, not equator. Equator. Let's see. I think Charity's in Florida. Yeah, she's in Orange.
Charity is in Florida. She did
Yeah.
say that earlier. Yeah, she
she was
said that she
asking if
was in
somebody was
Florida.
going to the Keys. So
Right.
I am looking forward, hopefully, to going to the Keys in February for Winter Star Party. Um, so I'm
I've
hoping
heard
to
good
go
things
that.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to be going to the Star Party that we have happening up here, Starfest, in August.
I just put that
Yeah.
in our newsletter, Starfest.
Did you? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll be going. I've gone to it previous years. Gone with Ron. We've driven up together and stuff, and we typically we don't necessarily stay overnight or stuff like that. We'll go for the day and whatnot. We'll hang out in the early or the late evening, with the telescopes, but we don't stay overnight. We go home and come back again or something like that because it's not that far.
Did they let you leave during the night?
Well, no, not specifically. The last time I was there, I was able to leave during the night because the parking area they had a parking area that was close to the exit, so it didn't affect anybody. In that, so you turn on your lights and away you go. But they also hand out red filter material that you can tape to the front of your headlights.
Okay.
Yeah, when you get there, they actually hand that out so that people that are going to be driving around have their headlights filtered with the red the red light. So that actually helps a lot too. And that, but yeah, I don't think that driving around is encouraged necessarily at night. But I did do it a couple times because I don't want to walk. I'm lazy.
I'm with you.
I drove across to the variety store one time. That's how lazy I can get. It was across the street. I was at my brother's hair salon. There was a variety store. I jumped in the car and drove across.
You would do very well with our friends in California. Trust me.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
If they could drive from the couch to the bathroom, they would. But
yeah, there you go. Yeah. And you never know in the future you might be able to.
Or we might just be able to go to the bathroom in the couch.
Or yeah, you get one of those fancy lazy boys of the future, right? You don't even need to leave. You got the handle and everything. Just pull that handle.
It's like a slot machine, It's like,
yeah. That's not for raising your feet. This is what that's for.
You just make a deposit and then you get to go.
It's for flushing. Whoosh. Off the rails. Where's the off the rails thing?
It's fun. I told the story once before regarding this guy. We went to Cherry Springs about 20 years ago. And this guy in a big LTD car, like literally like huge, like ridiculous car. He turns on his lights at like 2:00 in the morning and leaves the field. Everyone's screaming, going crazy, going nuts, whatever. And and everyone was yelling at him. So you didn't know you just knew it was a big car. You didn't know it was an LTD, but you knew it was a big car because the lights were spread out.
Yeah.
He leaves, he goes, he opens the gate and jets. So during that time, this is where the funny part. During that time, they were just starting to build the platforms. They were making concrete pads for the domes that they were going to put in, and there was no concrete pad there, so there was just a hole, pretty much, with caution tape around it. So so you didn't fall in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the second night, he does the same thing. He turns on his lights. Everyone's screaming, yelling at him. Third night comes by. Why do these things always happen in threes? This one actually did though. They always happen in threes. I don't understand why. So he goes and he jets, and he wasn't going slow, man. He going like 30 miles an hour on a dirt road at a Bortle 2 sky with thousands of people there.
Yeah.
Goes, made the wrong turn, boom, lands right in the ditch.
Wow.
All you see are the brake lights flashing, and then they're pointing up to the sky.
Yeah.
And everybody starts clapping.
Yeah, way to go.
The next day when we were packing up, we saw the tow truck pull up and tried to get the car out. They couldn't get the car out.
Couldn't get it out. Wow. So they had to lift it out somehow? A crane?
They had to pick up a crane onto a flatbed, from what I heard.
Wow.
But
that's crazy.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Did he put it in reverse and try to back out when he fell in the hole?
you know what? He was a little far away from me, but I didn't hear anything of people
Didn't
screaming.
hear
Like,
anything? No?
could you imagine the dirt that would be kicking up?
Yeah, I know, eh? Yeah. I just think it would be funny if he put it in reverse trying to get out. That's hilarious. That's a good one. So, anyways, Dan, I got to run, man.
Yeah,
The wife's coming home and stuff, and good show, though. The Dan and Sean show.
Hey, whenever you want to do it again, that's fine.
Yeah, man. Well, just throw the invite out there. Let me know and stuff. Send me the link and that. I'm happy to be on the Astro too. Just sitting in the background talking. Whenever. Just send me the link and that. So
now I upgraded the software.
Right.
For it, so I could have up to 9.
10.
9.
Okay. So you're doing the $50 a month package?
Oh no! This is not the Melon. So I do the vMix, which has all my directors and my scenes and all that stuff that I do, my craziness that I deal with. And that gets shunted as an external feed to Melon.
Okay.
And Melon kind of gets it
out there. Okay. Yeah, I figured you were doing something a little different like that.
Yeah, I
wasn't sure what you were doing.
I love the program and allows me to do not only the live show, obviously, but it also records for my videos. If I ever come out with a new video again, I just don't see that the time to do it. I literally have about 18 shot videos done, just ready to be edited. Just needs to be edited.
To be edited. Nice.
But I don't have the time to do it. I really don't.
Yeah. It's hard to fit it all in.
I got to spend 2 hours a month talking to Sean on 4th of July on Melon.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, happy 4th of July to you guys down there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Today, a couple days later.
Yeah, we had ours on Friday there, so it was a big celebration. I actually I don't know if you saw on Facebook, I had a shot I took with me in a cowboy hat, Canada cowboy hat.
I saw.
Okay, so there's actually a story behind that. We had gone into town and we were coming back along the road, and in the middle of the road was this hat. And it was just lying there, and we passed it. And I said to my wife, I said, "Hold on a second." I just spun the truck around and went back, parked. I picked it up off the road. It was brand new. Like I don't know how it got lost. I don't know how it got on the road, but it was brand new in that. So I cleaned it up and stuff a little bit with some alcohol and on the inside and that, just to be safe and that. And there's my new fancy Canada Day hat. Yeah. Nice. So it's got an interesting story to go with it. So I'm going to keep that for next year too, and be a cowboy for next Canada Day.
It was fate for you to find that hat.
It must have been, but there you go. It would be interesting to know whose hat it was actually, and what happened. How did it end up on the road? That's what I'd like to know. Right? But we'll see.
An interesting story.
If I ever find out, I'll let you know. I'll update the story for you. So.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
So go hang out with the fam. I'll catch up with you soon, I'm sure. So,
sounds good, man. Yeah, we're just going to say goodbye to Charity and Tarek and Scott and Mark and everybody else that has been on here doing in the chat. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and having a little chat with us. That's good stuff.
Everybody have a good night. Enjoy the fireworks.
Yep. Okay. Right. Clear skies.
Take care. You too.